goodbye that I said to them was the most important thing in my life, and the separation with my father and uncle. And then I was totally devastated. My legs were just went, you know, and I kept thinking, how am I going to survive in this terrible place?
Max Eisen nearly didn't survive. After he was beaten by guards, he ended up in this hospital at Auschwitz with a fractured skull. He was destined to go to the gas chamber until a Polish doctor intervened.
He took away my card and he took me down here to the operating room, and he gave me a white smock, and he told me that I'm going to be the cleaner of in the operating room. And that act saved my life, because I was here from July till January the 18th of 1945.
That doctor, Tadeusz Ojeszko, was also a prisoner who survived. Max was never able to thank him personally. They never spoke again. But on this trip to Poland, Max was able to do the next best thing.
You're Jan Ojeszko.
Yes, yes.
Well, you look a lot like your father, let me tell you.
For the first time ever, Max was able to meet the son, daughter, and grandchildren of the man who saved his life. The dinner was revealing for the doctor's family, too, as they heard firsthand about their father's extraordinary kindness. Danuta Ojeszko is the doctor's daughter. Her son translated what it meant for her to finally meet Max after years of corresponding by phone or email.
Do mnie mówi pan Max, żyje dzięki twojemu ojcu.
It's a great experience, and for my mother, something which she would never ever thought that this would be possible, to meet with Max after so many years and hear Max saying, thanks to your father, I'm alive today.
Back on the steps of Block 21, where his life was saved, Max describes how much it meant to finally say thank you.
It started right here. I would have never thought 65 years ago that I would ever be in Warsaw meeting his family, his daughter and son and grandchildren. I mean, it was just so far out, it was like a dream that I would ever be out of this place, that there would be another world.
Using carbon monoxide, and some of forced to do this.
These are people that have just seen firsthand the remnants of one of the worst atrocities in history. This group of Canadian community leaders spent a week walking the same path as millions who were marched to their deaths. The difference, we can walk out, but there's no denying you walk out changed. Tariq Fatah is a Canadian journalist who has spent the afternoon at what was the biggest Nazi death camp during World War II.
Nothing prepares you for this. I mean, even on this day when there's a bright sun out there, there's a shadow of death all over this place. And it makes you recognize what the human soul can do if we allow evil to enter it.
Here at Birkenau, at one time, up to 90,000 people were caged behind these barbed wire fences. And under Nazi control, 1.5 million people died. The realization of what happened in Poland during World War II is difficult to comprehend. Millions were gassed, worked to death, or starved by the Nazis, including women and children.
That's the conversation most of us have been having off to the side, is the children arrived here, little kids arrived here, and were separated from their parents and ruthlessly murdered.
Bill Blair is the police chief in Toronto.
The rule of law was perverted in these times so that this could take place. And a commitment to human rights, a commitment to principles and values that we all hold dear is a responsibility of the police.
Marina Nemat lived through an injustice of her own, spending part of her teenage years in an Iranian prison because of her religious beliefs. As she walks through the halls, she says there is a simple message.
Do something, but not through creating another cycle of violence. We have to learn from history. This